Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambeau channel. Crypto markets are rallying, and in fact, XRP is up about 30% over the last 30 days. I'll tell you what I hate, and I don't hate that. Bitcoin leading the charge, of course, no surprise. This all happening against the backdrop of a gold flash crash. Don't you feel sorry for the likes of Peter Schiff, Goldbug, lovable Goldbug Peter Schiff? So I got some data on that, and also I want to talk about something that I saw a few chart analysts bring up, which is the idea of the FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt articles, and the timing of them. Isn't it kind of funny how when markets are down, there's all the scary news, and when things are going well, you get nothing but good time stories? I got something to say about that, but I do want to be clear before I go any further. I do not have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you should not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. I am just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos about crypto stuff purely as a hobby. Now, as I record this, XRP is at 81 cents. Bitcoin is at $45,962, market cap for the asset class 1.87 trillion, and Bitcoin dominance at 45.96%. And indeed, let's do a 30-day chart. This is XRP. Look at that, up just over 30% in the last 30 days. Don't mind seeing that one little baby boo bit. But what about the fear and greed index? Well, not surprisingly, with the price action trending up, we're seeing that the market is in greed. On a scale of 0 to 100 on the crypto fear and greed index, we're at 71 out of 100, up from just 65 yesterday. And it's endlessly comical to me that whatever's happening in the moment, humans, they feel accordingly, but not only do they feel accordingly to what's happening in terms of price action, they buy and sell accordingly. And so the more extreme it gets in one direction, the more behavior that you get. More people just get onboarded, they FOMO or they panic sell. And it's just silly to me, but being aware of this can help you to manage your own emotions so that you can make informed buying and selling decisions for yourself. So here's a tweet from chart analyst Leb Crypto, who wrote, "Funny how major news coincides with major strength and resistance levels, eh?" And then he had a quote here, and I can't remember who initially said this, but it reads as follows: "Show me the charts and I'll tell you the news." And so I think people that are new to the space, they assume that things happen, it's in the news, and then the price action follows. But it's actually the opposite of that. What would typically happen, not that it can't, well, okay, news can cause markets to go up or down. I'm not denying that. But generally speaking, what happens is movement happens up or down, and then whatever is happening in the moment is attributed to that. And so, like, why do these movements even happen if there's nothing happening in the news? Well, it's just human emotion. Just there's just people speculating. If a bunch of people, jump into an asset, you need, it's simple supply and demand dynamics. That's all it is. And then to try and make sense of it, then the news follows. That's the way that it works. And so here's a tweet also from the blockchain backer, who wrote, "Since May, we have enjoyed the following fear, uncertainty, and doubt narratives. 1. Elon Musk. 2. China ban. 3. Tether. 4. Grayscale Bitcoin unlock. 5. U.S. government regulatory uncertainty." And then he writes, "Funny how none of that happened at higher prices." And so, look, I'm not of the mindset that there's some sort of conspiracy that's out there that is people planning all of this news to try and sway pricing. Because I'll tell you what, if that were the case, then it would be coordination across all asset classes that are speculated on in every single industry. And coordination of that level is impossible. So what's more likely? Well, I'll tell you what's more likely. It's that humans are inclined to behave in this way, and then news just gets attributed to whatever the hell's going on in the moment. And then you could still ask, well, okay, if that's true, really, why is it though? Like, there's so much good stuff happening when the price goes up, and there's so much bad stuff happening when the price is down? Not quite. It's not always the case. A lot of the time, it's more like there are always good and bad things happening, and then when the good times are all rolling, you just get good stories, because that makes more sense. That's going to get you more clicks on the internet if you're a crypto media news outlet or mainstream media. And so when things are down, there's good and bad things happening, but you focus on the negative. Like, this is just how humans are behaving. That's it. There is no conspiracy to all of this. It's just how humans behave. And then chart analyst Kaleo wrote, "FUD is for buying." Ain't that the truth? Be fearful when others are greedy, and greedy when others are fearful, as Warren Buffett has said many a time. Here is a tweet from chart analyst Mursky, who wrote, Bitcoin. If we don't encounter issues here, this is going much higher. I think this level is, I misread that. I like this level as it's a breaker and also the point of breakdown. No loss of momentum for the bulls yet, though, so no consideration for shorts given. And here's the chart that he shared with this. And you can see here, Bitcoin at the time he tweeted this, closer to $46,000, not quite. And this is the zone that he's talking about here. Now, Leb Crypto chart analyst seems to agree, and he responded to that and wrote, Yup, a lot of confluence of resistance there. I expect a major rejection, at least for a couple weeks. So according to Leb Crypto, if he ends up being right, we might be seeing a little bit of sideways action for maybe the next couple weeks or so, but you never know for sure. I just find it interesting to share this analysis. Now, this one I actually found even more interesting, to be honest with you. Check this out. And this is about Ethereum. I'll show the chart in just a second here. There's a reason I want to highlight this. And this tweet comes from chart analyst DIY Investing. And he wrote, most of you aren't emotionally strong enough to handle something like this. To be honest, I have had this drawn for over a month, and I still think it's a very valid outlook to have moving forward. This is a wave 4 correction, which oftentimes produces triangles in market structure. And so here you can see the red and green right here. This is the real world price action that has occurred. And then he overlaid this in black, indicating where he's expecting Ethereum to go, which according to this chart is over $12,000 this market cycle. And I don't know if that's going to happen, but it doesn't sound bonkers to me, in particular if Bitcoin rallies tremendously. Now, if that happens, and this is the reason I want to highlight this, because look, I'm most interested in XRP, and if you're following me, I'm guessing that XRP is one of your favorite coins, if not your favorite coin as well. For me, it is my favorite, and it happens to be my largest holding for a lot of reasons that I've been talking about for years at this point. But the last market cycle, Ethereum and XRP peaked at about the same point in terms of market cap, and it wasn't exactly at the same time, but in terms of the market cap peak, yeah, they both hit about $180 billion. And so given that humans are behaving about the same this market cycle as they did last time, there's just more people and more money in the space, and so you will see higher dollar figures. Despite that, humans behaving about the same. So if XRP and Ethereum end up lining up this market cycle too, even if it's somewhat close in terms of a peak market cap for the cycle, well, if Ethereum hits this, you're to over $12,000. I mean, just using rough numbers in my head real quick, that would probably put XRP somewhere in the neighborhood of about $25. And so think about that. Like, so what if Ethereum hits this? What if it really does break $12,000, and then XRP in terms of market cap performs half as well? You're still looking at over $10 XRP if that ends up being the case. And so no way to know any of this for sure, but damn, I am optimistic for so many reasons. This market is moving in tandem, and we're going to see a massive leg up before this market cycle is over. I firmly believe that to be the case, and it's very exciting. The best is yet ahead, and yes, we're most of the way through this market cycle, so unfortunately not that much time left, but the greatest, most exciting, fun fireworks are yet to be seen, so there's that to look forward to. Here's a tweet from chart analyst Michael Vandepop. One thing is for sure, coming years will be wild for the crypto markets. Long-term, massively bullish. People will make returns with their portfolios, which will be unbelievable. Good times. Yeah, exactly, which is why I've been saying for the longest damn time, as fun as this is, and yes, the bull market's more fun than trading sideways or being in a bear market. Yeah, I understand that. But the bear market is when it's most important to pay attention. That's when I did the vast majority of my accumulation, is before all the crypto started taking off. And as a result of that, I was able to buy much cheaper than the people that came in after me. Well, it's going to happen again. And so that's why, whatever you want to do, I'm not telling you to buy or sell or hold anything, but I am saying, first of all, kudos to you for even being here and paying attention when most humans on the planet are not, and that's to their own peril. But I encourage everybody to at least pay attention to what's going on during the bear market. I know there's going to be a lot of people that'll be on the sidelines not paying attention. I just think that's a big mistake. I think that's the time to be the most engaged, but people won't be. I understand that. But I will be here. I'm going to run to this Moon Lambo channel with a silly-ass name every single day, even during the bear market. Now, here's an article from chart analyst Rakesh Upadhyay, who writes for Cointelegraph. And I just wanted to note that he's seen potentially in the short term that XRP, I think he said if we break 84 cents, he's expecting, I think that's the resistance level he cited. Yeah, here we go. If buyers push the price above 84 cents, then XRP could start its journey toward the overhead resistance zone at $1 to $1.07. And so, folks, it's happening. And then I sit here looking at how XRP within the last few weeks was down to 52 cents, and people really scared out of their position, thinking that it wouldn't at ever some point in the future be higher. And now we see that today, it was within the last 24 hours anyway, XRP was already over 82 cents. Do you think we'll never be over $1 again? And then these poor people just emotionally responding, panic selling at 52 cents. It just doesn't make a damn bit of sense to me. But hey, people got to do what they got to do, I guess. But me, I haven't sold a single XRP ever. And having that type of fortitude, I think, is required to have success in these markets. Because crypto markets, not for the faint of heart. They're the most volatile. This is the most volatile asset class on the planet. But to me, that represents tremendous opportunity. Now, here's a tweet from Max Kaiser, who is now self-identifying as Bitcoin maximalist. That's what he calls himself. It's on your screen there. Literally on Twitter, he calls himself Bitcoin maximalist, and he is. And I don't like maximalism of any coins, not even XRP. I don't like the idea of being a maximalist for XRP either, even though it's my favorite coin. But look, gold's down. In fact, take a look at this headline before I even read that tweet. This is from Crypto News Flash. Gold plunges in a flash crash. Why it's bullish for Bitcoin. And so Max Kaiser noticed this, right? And he wrote, he tagged Peter Schiff, and he wrote, how Peter Schiff deals with missing Bitcoin at $1 and recommending gold for 10 years, which is down 3%. So, so if that's, I didn't fact check in there, but assuming it's down 3% over the last 10 years, not ideal considering the tremendous returns people have been experiencing in crypto over this time period. But old curmudgeon Peter Schiff, just being a stick in the mud. And I actually like the guy, by the way. And I agree with him on all sorts of stuff, but man, he is like the most wrong that you could possibly be about cryptocurrency. What a no-coiner. And so anyway, here's the image that Max Kaiser shared. It's a guy pointing to himself in the mirror, and it says, the text says, "It's not you that's wrong. The free market is wrong," which I kind of thought was funny, actually. And so that was retweeted by attorney John Deaton, and John wrote the following. "I wouldn't kick Peter Schiff when he's down," and then he writes in parentheses, gold's now down 17%. And then he says, "if he wasn't so preachy and self-righteous in his opinions. Ironically, he reminds me of a Bitcoin maxi." Yeah, in that sense, he kind of does remind me of a Bitcoin maxi, so I hear where John's coming from. Now, I do still like Peter Schiff, but yeah, he's a bit ridiculous in his perspectives there. And so as for gold, Peter Brandt, a very famous chart analyst, especially in the world of crypto, he had an explanation for what he thinks happened here, but yeah, gold went down from, what did they say here? Like, is it $1,900 an ounce down to 1,000? Yeah, right at 1,700, I guess. Yeah, and so anyway, according to forex trader and chart guru Peter Brandt, the gold crash was caused by wholesale liquidation, and he tweeted out the following. "This has all the fingerprints of a bank/brokerage house conducting forced liquidation upon a huge leverage speculator." And so that's the most reasonable rationale I've come across, so I thought I'd just highlight that and mention that's what's happening. So really, the bottom line, though, is like XRP is a substantially better investment than gold. That is my very firm opinion. I could not feel more strongly about that. And you just wait, by the time this market cycle is over, I think that there's going to be just an incredible amount of melted faces as a result of the blazing XRP price action that will occur. And it will be gross. Like, there's going to be these little puddles of melted faces like all over the pavement as you walk around town wherever you live. And they'll just like they look like little piles of vomit. For those of you around in 2017, you may have noticed it. You're just walking around all of a sudden in like December of 2017. It just looks like there's these little like vomit piles everywhere, but it wasn't. It's because XRP was melting faces when it went from about 20 cents all the way up to $4, and it was really gross outside. But I was having a good time, and I'm happy that those faces melted. It was a good time. Killer times for all. So lots to look forward to. Again, I could not be more excited about what's going on. We just have to be patient, but that's fine. That is required to have success in investing in general anyway. I'll go ahead and wrap up there, though. Let me know what you think below. How you guys feeling? I am not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.